It's overly emotional men who are abusive, who are aggressive, who speak ill of their partner, who break things, who get up and have these big tantrums like a little boy. That's what a boy is. A man controls himself. A man controls his emotions. Welcome back to Cain's Citadel, Strengthening Ties. Today what I want to focus on is how a masculine man handles conflict in 5 strategies. Right, number 1, a masculine man to me is a man who has stoicism. He doesn't let his emotions get the better of him when his partner is overreacting or emotional or volatile. We all know women can be emotional, and that's what makes women so beautiful. And it is on the onus of a masculine man to be like, no, because I am not going to respond because I don't want to add fuel to the fire. A masculine man is one who doesn't let his emotions control him. He controls his emotions. He puts his ego aside. He puts the defensiveness aside and he listens. There have been many times in my own life with my partner where I look and I go, geez, that's not how I see it. But then it's like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. I need to understand you. So they control their emotions and they seek to understand from their partner's perspective. They may not agree with their partner's perspective, but they're willing to listen and validate. They don't disregard it with defensiveness because their ego is too big. No, they listen. They listen and they try to understand. Because they realize that a woman needs to be validated. They need to make sure that they're feeling heard. That defensiveness is out the door. They leave that outside with the ego, right? Because I've said it before and I'll say it again, a big ego can kill a relationship. Number 3, a masculine man does not abuse his partner physically or mentally. He understands that a woman can be emotional, and yes, people say things when they're angry and tempers are flared and everything like that, but that does not matter. A masculine man keeps his emotions in check. He does not resort to name calling or abuse of any kind because he wants to be better. A real man, he handles the conflict in a good way. He handles the conflict with grace, dignity. He looks and he realizes that, no, I don't want to hurt my partner because hurting my partner is only going to hurt my relationship. Some things you can't take back, and in those moments, you can pause and you can stop and you can be like, no, I am not going to react. That doesn't mean you stonewall. No, it just means that you let your partner air their grievances, air their frustrations, and you don't react. You don't get defensive. But no, actually, my perspective is different. Yours is wrong. No, none of that. You listen. You listen with the intent to understand, not with the intent to reply. Masculine man communicates his boundaries. If he feels like his boundaries being disrespected, and he doesn't want to resort to this, he may just get up and walk away. But he'll communicate that. You've crossed the boundary. I'm not wanting to have this discussion right now. We're going to come back to this and discuss it at a later point when we're both a little bit more calm, when we're both collected our thoughts, when we've had some time to cool off. That's what a masculine man does. Now, a lot of people are not going to like this one, but number 4, vulnerability. A masculine man is not afraid of being vulnerable because he's afraid that it's going to be used against him in his time of weakness. No, he understands that in order to have that close connection with his partner, he understands. He knows, okay, I know that I have to be vulnerable here. I know I have to be raw, but I have to speak up. I have to speak my truth. I have to be honest. I'm not afraid to have those uncomfortable conversations because we've all had them. They're so hard and it's like, oh man, I need to, get this across, but I'm just like, I don't know how to, none of that, right? He finds a way and he communicates that to his partner. And he's not afraid of being vulnerable. Vulnerability is a strength. Weakness is hiding behind an armor. Oh, I'm so tough. I don't let anything affect me. No. Deep down, everybody is sensitive. Everybody is jelly underneath all that exterior, that tough wall and everything. And the thing is, you just need to be able to trust that the person that you're going to be vulnerable with is someone that is going to accept you. It's not easy, but a masculine man is not afraid. He is not afraid to be vulnerable because he knows that he can pick himself up from whatever happens to him. You have to understand that you can take a pause and you can respond and you can take the time, to the best of his ability. And look, I've been guilty of myself. I don't, rage or anything like that, but I internalize, and that's the beauty of it. I'm trying to do better, because to be disrespectful to your partner, you're disrespecting the relationship. You really are. It's overly emotional men who are abusive, who are aggressive, who speak ill of their partner, who break things, who get up and have these big tantrums like a little boy. That's what a boy is. A man controls himself. A man controls his emotions. Number 5, a masculine man apologizes with sincerity. He's genuine about it. He's authentic. He really is apologetic. Sometimes things don't even make sense or they're completely irrational, and it does not matter. It's you and me versus the problem. It's not you versus me, because we're a team. And a man understands that. A man realizes that he has to take onus. He is responsible for the emotional health of the relationship. He's the one who has to have stoicism. And I promise you, taking accountability, listening with the intent to understand, and validating her is going to make things so much better for you. Wish you all the best. Continue strengthening those ties. And until next time.